726. Welcome back to a great day. It is Monday, the 10th of November, and look who's here, kids. It's Dwayne Flagle from Iowa Hearing Aid Center, and we have some exciting things to talk about here when it comes to hearing aids, because you just told me something before we went on the air about a program that you have we're going to get to momentarily that is really neat.
Yeah, well, I had last week was meeting week, apparently. I was in several different meetings with people that I'm not normally around. And what's I find kind of interesting is the number of people who obviously needed hearing aids in that meeting, but didn't have them, stuff like that. So I got to digging around a few statistics just for the fun of it. Okay, right now, and this is all approximate numbers, but approximately 40 million people in the United States need hearing aids. Okay, approximately 10 million people have hearing aids. So that leaves a lot of people that need them but don't have them. That's okay. Now here's the really ugly thing, okay? Of that 10 million people that have hearing aids, 25% of them aren't wearing them.
They have them, but they're in the drawer.
They're in the drawer. Okay.
I know one guy who did that.
Okay.
Is it kind of like retainers, you know? The doctor always says, hey, you should wear this because it's going to really help you, but it's like, I don't need them.
Well, part of it is denial, but obviously at some point in time they decided, somebody convinced them they needed them because that's why they spent the money to buy them. But now they're not wearing them.
Now, are these the old ones that would hang on the outside of your ear?
Well, that's the big issue is nobody knows for sure, but I would say that probably the vast majority of those hearing aids are the type that, you know, are 10 years or 5 years or 6 years old or something like that, or they're gone to people who really don't know what they're doing about setting them and, you know, programming them and, you know, sold them the wrong thing to start with. I mean, there's 100 reasons for that. So I got to thinking, what could we do to kind of cut down on that a little bit? And here's, you know, we're really proud of the Concept hearing aid. Of the people who buy Concept hearing aids, okay, over 95% of those people are wearing them. So, I mean, we still have a few holdouts too, don't we?
That's a heck of a track record,
but
95%.
We do. Yeah. So anyway, but that's a lot different than 75%, okay? So anyway, so what I think I'd do is I will, if you have a pair of hearing aids that are in your drawer, or somewhere where they're not being used, if you would like to come in and try a Concept hearing aid, what we would do is we will give you a trade-in of 25% of what you paid for those hearing aids. I don't care if you paid, I'll make that to a limit. If you come in there and say, I paid $18,000, we're going to,
that might be a little extreme.
I'm going to want to see the receipt, okay?
But, you know, because hearing aids, to be honest, they're not inexpensive for the really good ones. But
that's
if
right.
you're not wearing them, it does.
Yeah, well, there's probably nothing more useless than a hearing aid that's laying in the drawer.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that has to come right down to it. So I would say that, you know, and I'll make the offer up to a grand total of $2,000 a pair, okay? So, I mean, if you paid anything under $8,000 for a pair,
you give them up to $2,000 credit?
I'll give them 25% of what they originally paid. If you come in and tell me, if you come in and tell me I paid $4,000 for these hearing aids 10 years ago, you'll get $1,000 off our regular price.
How about that? Now that's a heck of an offer. Again, if maybe you just found that you didn't like them, they didn't work the way you thought they were going to work.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons.
You got to try the right stuff, right?
That's right. You know, that's it. And you know, you come in and like we'll go back to the same thing we always talk about, and that is if you don't like my hearing aids, you don't get to keep them. So you do have a full 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay. In addition, I want you, if you need hearing aids, and if you bought them sometime in the past, I don't even, no matter where you bought them or how you bought them, there's no question that you were fit with them because you needed them. I don't care where you went or, you know, whatever. There's nobody, I don't know of anybody that's just throwing out hearing aids, okay?
Right, that's a heck of an offer.
Okay, so we would do it that way. Then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to throw away, Taylor is out of town this week, so he won't see this, okay? So what we're going to do is two things. Number one, if you come in and get your trade-in, okay, we'll still give you an additional $100 off if you say you saw it on Great Day.
Okay.
Then the other thing you do, I am not going to shave my head.
What?
Biker Dads Against Drunk Driving is a reason that we are sans hair this morning. We did this yesterday evening, and Dwayne came in. He wanted to know who the organization was, what they were all about, and he agrees with the program that they're offering. And tell everybody what you want to do for.
Well, what we'll do, all this week. Anybody who also, trades in, whatever, buys a pair of hearing aids, we'll donate $100 a pair, $50 a hearing aid to this organization. To BAD.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
you
And
bet.
a heck of an offer. Whatever you paid for your hearing aids, to a certain limit, 25% off the cost of a brand new set of Concept by Iowa hearing aids. You're not going to find a deal better than that, especially if you tell them that you saw it on Great Day. And not only we get an additional $100 off, the folks at BAD are going to benefit with $100 as well.
That's right.
You're a stand-up individual. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Enjoy
All right,
it.
tell everybody where Concept is, because you can't,
Well,
you
you
can't
have to-
walk around without running into it.
Well, that's true, but the best thing to do is call the 800 number, 800-792-9564. That's 800-792-9564. And we have locations all over the state, and we will be happy to set you up with a spot. A hearing exam is absolutely free. Come in, find out what we can do for you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Good to see you. It is 7:32. We'll be right